Can anyone beat Carlos?
Alcaraz just too good.
Maybe even catch Djokovic.
He legitimately can chase Novak.
Clearly, we've never seen a more explosive tennis player ever than Alcaraz, right?
People are already writing Jannik Sinner out of the rivalry. 2 months into 2026, and suddenly everybody's an expert. Alcaraz wins Australia, wins Doha, hasn't lost a match all year, and just like that, half of tennis Twitter has decided the rivalry is done. That Sinner can't keep up. That Alcaraz has figured it out, and there's no coming back. I want to talk about that, because I think people are being very, very hasty here. Okay, let's be fair. Let's actually look at why people are saying this. Alcaraz started 2026 like a house on fire. Australian Open, won it. Doha, won it too. Every match he's played this year, he's won. He hasn't dropped any finals. He's been dominant. He's been calm. He's been clinical. The guy looks unstoppable right now. Sinner, on the other hand, the opposite. His start to 2026 has been rough. He hasn't hit the heights people expected. And when you put those two things side by side, Alcaraz flying, Sinner struggling, it's easy to look at that. Picture and go. Yeah, the gap is opening up. And look, I get it. I understand why people feel that way. The numbers at the start of this year do point in one direction. But here's where I think everyone's going wrong. 2 months of tennis is not a rivalry. It's not even close to enough information to say something is over. Think about it this way. A tennis season is 12 months long. There are 4 Grand Slams. There are dozens of tournaments. 2 months in, we've seen maybe 10% of what this year is going to look like. You wouldn't watch the first 10 minutes of a movie and tell someone how it ends. Same idea. Slow starts happen. They happen to everyone, including the greatest players in the world. It happens to Djokovic. It happened to Federer. It happens to Nadal. Sometimes January and February just aren't your months. It doesn't mean the whole year falls apart. And the idea that Sinner, the world #1, one of the most consistent players we've ever seen, is suddenly going to stop being a threat to Alcaraz because of a bad few weeks, that's not how tennis works. That's not how rivalries work. Let's talk about 2025 for a second, because people seem to have a very short memory. Last year, Sinner and Alcaraz split the Grand Slams right down the middle. 2 each. That's about as even as it gets. They pushed each other to the absolute limit every single time they met on the biggest stages. And at Roland Garros on clay, which is supposed to be Alcaraz's best surface, his home, his territory, Sinner almost won it. Almost. He pushed that match to the very edge. On clay, against Alcaraz. That doesn't just go away because January and February weren't great. Then at the ATP Finals, where the best 8 players in the world go head-to-head at the end of a long season when everyone's tired, Sinner won it. He was the best player in the room when the room had everyone in it. Does that sound like a rivalry that's over to you? And here's the thing. We might not even have to wait long to see things reset. Indian Wells is next week, one of the biggest tournaments of the year. And if you know anything about Jannik Sinner, you know that he tends to find his best tennis when the stakes get higher. He's not a player who peaks in January in smaller tournaments. He's a player who turns up when it really matters. Indian Wells matters. It's a Masters 1000. The draw is going to be brutal. And there's a very real chance that Sinner comes out of that tournament looking like a completely different player to the one we've seen in the first couple of months of the year. And if Alcaraz and Sinner meet there, that's going to be must-watch tennis. Here's the bottom line. Rivalries aren't decided in February. They're decided over years, over slam finals, over 5-set matches that go past midnight, over moments where both players are running on empty and one of them finds something extra. Alcaraz and Sinner are 22 and 24 years old. They are going to be at the top of this sport for the next decade. The idea that 6 weeks of results has changed the balance permanently is just not a serious argument. Yes, Alcaraz looks brilliant right now. He deserves every bit of credit he's getting, but Sinner is still there. Still the guy who has gone toe-to-toe with Alcaraz on the biggest stages and come out on top just as often. The rivalry isn't over. It's barely even started. Who do you think will win in Indian Wells? I read you in the comments. That's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. It helps me a lot to keep posting videos daily. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.